While Cal State LA has only had one reported case of sexual assault in the last few years, recently in Los Angeles, USC, UCLA, and Occidental College have all had highly publicized assaults.
Big schools, and it's not just USC, it's not just UCLA, it's really endemic to big institutions that depend on private donors. And really, cover-ups are almost always problematic.
Not only have some of these schools been charged with not reporting these incidents to officials, many of the alleged attackers were not even reprimanded by their colleges. Indiana University, for example, has only expelled one of 12 students who were charged with sexual assaults.
Too often that even if a man was found responsible for a sexual assault, the punishment was very light. In only 10 to 25% of cases was a man expelled. Usually there was a light punishment. They were allowed to stay on campus, or they were kicked off for a semester or for a year. And then they came back, and the woman ended up being on the campus with the person who had assaulted her. That's the kind of lack of support that forced women to leave campus.
The situation has become so serious that the federal government has gotten involved. President Obama recently launched an effort targeting sexual assaults on campuses. This task force was set up to make sure college campuses are being held accountable and training men and women on the issue. He mentions in his weekly address that college is a place where students should feel confident and safe, so that they can be successful in their experience. Schools that fail to report could be fined millions of dollars if they don't deal with the problem. And these fines are not the only headache for these colleges.
There's this whole culture in big schools especially that they don't want any bad publicity because that impacts how much money they raise from their donor base. And they're going to have to kind of get over that because a lot of those donors have daughters, and they don't want their daughters being in a climate that kind of winks at rape, because that's what it is.
One of the ways both men and women can protect themselves is by participating in on-campus self-defense courses, like Rape Aggression Defense, or RAD. This course teaches women how to protect themselves in case of an attack, and the sessions are offered on most college campuses. Participating in this 12-hour class is beneficial for women of any age.
We start off with the idea that self-defense is 90% mental, and trying to think about a plan of action and different strategies to avoid the chances that you would make a good target. There are things we can do in our daily lives to make us appear to be not so good a victim.
Other ways both men and women can keep themselves safe are by taking simple precautions, such as never walking through campus alone at night, keeping an eye on surroundings, and never looking down to text while walking, especially on an apparently empty street. From campus, I'm Tatiana Miranda for Cal State LA's Eagle Eye View. Who am I? Student Life Today.